Hello students. Yesterday we read some of the pages of the chapter The Samman at Banaras, which is from your book First Flight. It's chapter 10. Let's recapitulate the story. We got to know that Gautam Buddha, who was born as a prince, his name was Siddharth, but when he came across the sufferings of human life, he decided to leave the royalty and to seek answers of his question that what are the reasons of human sufferings. He went to different gurus but he could not get the answers. Then he meditated for 7 days. After meditation, he got enlightenment and he came to be known as Gautam Buddha. In the chapter, we also read that there is one lady whose name was Kisa Gautami, whose only son had died. She could not bear that pain and she went to different people to revive her son. She went from house to house to look for the medicines for her son. But people could not help her. Obviously, a dead man can never be revived. So people started thinking that she had gone mad. But one of the men said that there was only one man who could help her. That was Gautam Buddha. At that time, Gautam Buddha's popularity was widely known. So she went to Gautam Buddha and asked to revive her son. What Gautam Buddha said to her? Gautam Buddha asked her to look for mustard seed. He asked her to bring a handful of mustard seeds. But the seeds must be brought from the house where no one had died. We know there is no house on this earth where no one had died. There is a long list of ancestors who die. So she could not get the handful of mustard seeds and she became tired. Then what happens in the story after she got the understanding, and what understanding she received, let's know. All hope was lost for Kisa Gautami, and thus in her extreme pain, anguish mean pain, she found herself a place to ponder, to think at the edge of the road. She sat near the road and she started looking at the city life which were flickering, which were blinking. अब लाइट फड़फड़ा रही थी, अचानक से उसने देखा that the lights have gone extinguished. They were dead. The lights were extinguished and there was darkness all around. जब लाइट्स बुझ गई तो चारों ओर अंधेरा हो गया. तो she could relate the human life with the light. That what happens, there is a particular duration for a human lives and then the human dies and there is darkness all around. The drama of human life ends. After deep reflection here means thinking. She started thinking and she realized that human's life was just like the city light. As they flicker and they extinguish. Extinguish का मतलब वो light एक particular time तक जलती है और फिर बुझ जाती है. Human life का भी cycle same है. The cycle of birth and death is nature's way of working. Whosoever is born, he is destined to die one day. Suddenly, she became conscious. Conscious means she became aware that she was a selfish lady. She thought she was the only one whose son had died. But then she got to know when she asked for mustard seeds from house to house, she realized that there were so many people who lost their loved ones, who lost their beloveds. Men are mortal. Mortal means who is destined to die one day. She realized that men are born to die one day. No one on this earth is going to live forever. The one that are immortals have covered a path free from all worldly pleasures. Those people who understand that this is life, they will never fall into materialistic things and they will never cry because death comes to everyone. The Buddha said, the life of mortals in this world is troubled. Gautam Buddha says that human beings' life is full of suffering. It's short, it's brief, and it's full of pain. For there is no any mean by which those are born can avoid dying. Is there any way? क्या आप किसी भी तरीके से मरने से बच सकते हो? नो. Death is inevitable. So those are born, they can never avoid dying. After reaching old age, there is death. ऑफ सच अ नेचर आर लिविंग बींग्स. अब लिविंग बींग्स का नेचर ही यही है दैट इफ दे आर बोर्न दे आर destined to die. So then Gautam Buddha brought some metaphors in this chapter. Metaphors mean there are some comparison with human life. Human life is compared with the ripened fruit. जो फ्रूट पक जाता है बेटा, क्या होता है उसका एंड? वो अगर उसे कोई नहीं तोड़ेगा तो अपने आप गिर जाएगा. सिमिलर इज विद ह्यूमन बींग्स. What happens that human beings completes a particular duration of life and then they die. As ripe fruit are early in danger of falling. It's true that ripened fruit will fall one day. Similarly, mortals when they are born, they are always in the danger of death. Another comparison is with earthen pot. मिट्टी का बर्तन होता है ना जो. What happens with it? One day it is to be broken. Similar with human being, all earthen vessels made by potter. Potter, the man who makes earthen pot. One day these earthen vessels are broken. आप कितना भी उनको ध्यान से रखो वो टूटेगा ही एक ना एक दिन. So is the life of mortals. Both young and adults, both those are fools and those are wise. Wise mean intelligent. Those are powerful. They all fall into death one day. All are subject to death. It does not matter whether a man is rich or poor, wise or fool, beautiful or ugly. It does not matter at all. Death comes to everybody. It does not make any discrimination with human beings. According to Lord Buddha, the life of mortals is troubled, and they have made peace with the fact that who is born, he's bound to die one day. Just like earthen pot and just like ripened fruit. Of those who overcome by death depart from life. जिनको इस समझ में आ जाता है, they understand the real purpose of life. A father cannot save his son nor kinsman. Kinsman mean relative. Nor neither father nor mother nor any other relative can save relations. Mark this thing that while relatives are looking on and lamenting mean crying deeply, one by one all are carried off like an ox. जैसे जानवरों को एक ना एक दिन कसाई घर में जाके मरना ही है, उनको काटा ही जाता है. सिमिलरली वन बाय वन ऑल ह्यूमन बींग्स डाई. आज कोई किसी की डेथ पे रो रहा है तो कल कोई और उसकी डेथ पे रोएगा. एक दिन डेथ सबको आनी है. सो द वर्ल्ड इज afflicted. Afflicted mean affected. The world is affected with death and decay. Everything dies. Everything loses its charm. Therefore, the wise do not grieve. Grieve mean they do not cry. जिनको understanding होती है वो कभी रोते नहीं हैं, क्योंकि उन्हें पता है that one day if the person has died, one day I'm gonna die. So they understand that death comes to everyone and they do not waste their time in crying or in materialistic things. They understand the conditions and terms of the world, that God has made such a pattern or nature has made such a pattern that whosoever is born, he is bound to die. So what did we learn? We learned that death comes to everyone. Gautam Buddha tries to explain us that human beings' suffering is due to our own way, because we have so many desires, we have so many expectations. When those expectations and desires are not fulfilled, we keep on suffering. And moreover, we keep on crying over the death of people or our relatives. What happens? We should understand that death is supposed to come to everyone. This world is materialistic and we are also like puppets. We have no control over the things, especially not on death. So with the example of Kisa Gautami, we learn that death comes to everyone and we should not waste our time in grieving, because this is the real reason that we ourselves are the reason of our own suffering. So read this chapter thoroughly and try to attempt the question answers.